What's up, everybody? Welcome to some Sultai Death Shadow. Hope you're excited to get your nice little Sultai aggro on. As far as our opening hand goes, this is not, I kind of like this. We've got Misty. We have two fetch lands. That's going to be 17, 14. Shock of the Overgrown. That'll be 12. We'll keep on this. Hopefully, maybe we draw into something that'll kind of get our graveyard going, so we can start delving with Hooting Mandrills. But other than that, it's a nice little opening hand. Especially with our mana base getting down to at least some nice little, I think 1/1 Death Shadows, but not the most ideal situation for Death Shadow. But we'll see what we draw into. But yes, welcome. Hope you're excited. Opponent gets down 80. Hinterland Harbor. Okay, so see what we're playing against. Pass it over to us. And then see if we draw into one of our ooh, beautiful Grizzly Salvage. Just go ahead and get the Pluto Delta down. Anything else, and we're going to go past the turn. So we are playing Sultai Death Shadow. If you don't see the deck tech, one of the cards that we are running in here that is one of my favorite cards is Grizzly Salvage. I love Grizzly Salvage. Pendlehaven. Are we playing against Infect? Oh no, excuse me. Okay, got a little excited. I haven't played against Infect in a long time. But yeah, we have Grizzly Salvage, and Grizzly Salvage is absolutely beautiful for this deck. It allows us to nice little cantrip, and we can kind of handcraft what we want. If we need a land, if we need a creature, or if we simply just want to dump a bunch of cards into the graveyard, that's what we can do with Grizzly Salvage. So let's go ahead and crack the Pluto Delta. Let's go ahead and shock in this. Let's go ahead and shock the water your grave in. We're going to be pretty aggressive because we want to get these Death Shadows online. Draw into Tarmogoyf. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get the Misty down. I think at this point, I don't mind going for Tarmogoyf. Let's go to crack the Misty. Let's go and go blue-green. Let's grab a breeding pool off this one. Yeah, let's shock that one in. Go ahead on a 14. Let's go for Tarmogoyf. And then we'll get down Tarmogoyf. It's going to be a 1-2. If they crack the Tribe Elder, it's going to make it Tarmogoyf a nice little 2-3. And we haven't really seen red or anything like that, so I don't think we don't have to really worry about Lightning Bolt or anything like that. So now, as far as next turn goes, we do have Grizzly Salvage. We can actually just cast Grizzly Salvage, shock this in, put us down to 12, and then get Hooting Mandrills on the battlefield. Do we want to chump block on this one? No, they've Pendlehaven up. I almost did. I was like, it's just a 1-1. I was like, oh yeah, Pendlehaven, yeah. Do not want to lose a Tarmogoyf to a Pendlehaven activation. That would not be that would not be a lot of fun. All right, so we have Grizzly Salvage. I'm just laughing thinking about I almost did it, and that would not been good. All right, Coiling Oracle. I guess we have some sort of blue-green value deck, I guess. I don't know. But we have Grizzly Salvage if we want to go for that. We'll be able to cast that and then go for a nice little delve action, depending on what we want to go. Draw into another Death Shadow. Let's go and shock the Overgrown Tomb in. We're going to pay 2 on this one. Puts us down to 12. Let's go ahead and swing in for 2. As a 1-2. And then we'll be able to go for a Grizzly Salvage, a little bit of a combat trick, kind of just to get some more stuff. Let's go and go for Grizzly Salvage. And we'll make sure that we leave up Stubborn Denial and Hooting. I guess which way do we want to tap out? Either way, we'll go for Stubborn Denial or Death Shadow. Well, I don't know if we'll actually be online for this. Is going to be a 2-3, hit a creature, 3-4, maybe another 4-5 if we're lucky. Yeah, I like leaving up Hooting Mandrills on this one. So let's go and go. There we can leave up Hooting Mandrills. Let's go Grizzly Salvage. Because we'll have Hooting Mandrills or Stubborn Denial online if we do hit the 4-5 ability for Tarmogoyf or 4-5 power toughness. So we already have land in the graveyard. We don't have a creature card in the graveyard. And we do hit another instant. So we're looking at two more card types in the graveyard. Let's go ahead and grab the Catacombs. That's going to give us the best option for these Death Shadows going forward. Swinging for a 3-4. We're going to be able to go ahead and get the Hooting Mandrills down. Let's see what they're tapping out for. Maybe Dismember. Okay, Dismember. That's fine. Take care of Tarmogoyf, and then let's go ahead and get the Hooting Mandrills down. That way we can start pushing in with the 4-4 Trample Body, which actually be really good against these little 1-1s. And then we can go kind of roll out our Death Shadows next turn, especially once we get down the Catacombs. All right, so we need to delve 5. Opponent does have an instant in the graveyard, so it's going to go Pluto Delta, Misty. Make sure we leave 1 lane in the graveyard. Let's go 1 more creature. I'm going to go Thought Scour and then Grizzly Salvage. Just kind of maintain the card types in the graveyard. That way if we do draw into another Tarmogoyf. Okay, getting Hooting Mandrills down. Anything else? We'll go and pass the turn over to our opponent. All right, so next turn we'll actually be able to get down the catacombs, crack, go down to 10, and then go down to 8, and actually be able to roll out all 3 Death Shadow, and then have Stubborn Denial back up with Hooting Mandrill. So we're in a nice little position to really kind of get some value out there. Opponent's only sitting at 1 card in the hand, so we'll see what they're going to go for from there. But you can really see where Grizzly Salvage is such a good card for this deck, you know. You do run into some situations where Tarmogoyf, let's say that we're going to have to delve away our graveyard for for Hooting Mandrills, and it'll kind of take away from our Tarmogoyf. With Grizzly Salvage, you can pretty much just instantly refill your graveyard back up to 3-4, 4-5 sometimes, depending on how lucky you get with the card split. Drawn to Dismember. Let's go ahead and get the Catacombs down. They have 2 cards in hand. Do we want to sing with Hooting Mandrills just to see if we can't draw anything out? That'll be +1, +2. Yeah, let's go ahead and push in with Hooting Mandrills. Swinging for 4. It's going to have trample, so that way if they want to chump block with the Tri-Builder and crack it in response, we'll be able to get them for 4, or at least we'll be able to kind of take care of 2 of their creatures. Then if not, Ambush Viper. There's a snake in our boots. Okay, do we want that to come down? They chump block on 4 Hooting Mandrills. We could go for Dismember, which is going to cut us off on Stubborn Denial, and then we'll have 3 other creatures. We'll get into some quick activations off that. Yeah, let's go and go Dismember. We're going to choose Ambush Viper. Yeah, I like for that one. I like that. If things get a little too hairy, we can crack for something else. All right, swinging for 4. And we can just roll out triple Death Shadow, which should be in a good spot to kind of close it out next turn. We're going to lose out on Stubborn Denial, but I think we're okay with it at this point. Okay, so with the Coiling Oracle, I guess it's just like Blue-Green Flash or something like that. Pendle Haven, the little additional bonus. Okay, got that trample damage, and let's see. Let's go ahead and crack the Catacombs. It's going to put us down to a 6 on this one. Actually, we're gonna have to shock anyway if we want to get them all down. So let's go ahead and grab the Watery Grave. Yeah, we'll shock that down to 4. Let's go Death Shadow. 9/9. Let's go for another Death Shadow. And I guess I like leaving Stubborn Denial up. We've got 18 over there. If they want to block with the Tri-Builder, that's going to be well, that'll give them an additional draw. They can add additional because Death Shadow's not going to have trample. I'd hate to just lose out to something like Echoing Truth or something like that. I doubt they have it in there. I'm just figuring out if we want to play. Yeah, let's just go and roll out the Death Shadow. We got it. Okay, we'll roll it out. They have like a Echoing Truth. They have it. All right. So right now we have 3 9/9s on the battlefield. We have a Hooting Mandrills with a 4/4 trample to not push in some nice little combat damage depending on what they get out there. Got these summons. Create 2 green snake tokens whenever snake enters the battle. Okay, we got blue-green snakes. That's what we have. Okay. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. All right. And then what's on the back end? Whenever a non-token snake enters the battlefield, you may return it to your graveyard to your hand. Okay, I got it now. All right, we're going to be able to push in on this one. They're only sitting at. We'll see how they want to sequence it. How we actually want to sequence this. If we want to leave one of our creatures, Vapor Snag. All right, so let's go ahead and go for. Let's go Vapor Snag. I guess on one of the snake tokens. Because we don't want to give the summons back to the hand if they can recast the Tri-Builder. So it's going to go Vapor Snag on one of the tokens. Send it back to the hand. Okay, opponent scoops it up, send it over to game 2. So we're playing against snakes. Let's go ahead and bring in Golgari Charm for sure. Let's bring in the 2 pulses. That way we can kind of take care of some of those snake tokens. And then anything else we want to bring in. It's going to be a little bit grindier. I guess we could bring in Scavenging Ooze if we're going to start blasting some of their creatures. I think I'd like that. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring in, let's see if we can't make room for Scavenging Ooze. Terrible card. Let's go ahead and go down on 1 Tassiger. I like Liliana on this one. Let's go down on Varol's, 2 of those. Let's go down on 1 Grizzly Salvage. Let's see how this looks on this one. Start by converted mana cost. 3 Grizzly Salvage, Abrupt Decay. I do like Abrupt Decay in this matchup. Fatal Thoughts. Let's go down on 1 Thoughtseize. I think that sounds good. Yeah. Ship this one over to game 2. What's up, everybody? Welcome to game 2. As far as opening hand goes, so we've got, this is not too bad. We've got 2 shocks, that's going to be 16, 15 off the fetch, and then another 2 puts us at 13, and then it's Vapor Snag for 1, and then 2 for the Thought. So yeah, this is not too bad. We'll be able to kind of pick some stuff off. It's a little light on, yeah, I guess we'll keep on this one. We'll keep on this. We'll risk it. I'd like to have something like Algeria. Sometimes we're running so light on lands that this deck doesn't mulligan very well. So if you have a semi-keepable hand, it's almost kind of depending on the matchup. If there's something a little bit more of a cutthroat deck, we definitely probably maybe ship it back into something a little bit better. But we can try to make this work. Or at least we have a turn one Thoughtseize. We draw another Misty. Let's go and get the Misty down. Let's go and crack the Misty. Let's go and grab a Overgrown Tomb. Let's go and shock that in. Let's go for Thoughtseize up top. See what our opponent's got cooking in the kitchen. If anything sounds good out of there. Birds of Paradise, Tri-Builder, and then the Whispering Hunter. Then you upkeep Sack a Snake, whatever deals combat damage that the player skips their next untap step. I guess, what do we want to get rid of? I think the Wasteland Viper is going to give us the most troubles with it having Death Touch. We can always Vapor Snag it, but it's going to be hard for us to keep that off the battlefield. Tri-Builder, Birds of Paradise. Yeah, we're okay with that. Let's go and get rid of the Wasteland Viper. Anything else, we're going to kick it over to our opponent. But yeah, so we do have Misty down. We'll be able to get down Misty 14, and then 2 will put us down to actually 12, so we'll be online for Death Shadow. And we saw that they don't really have any sort of quick answer to Death Shadow, so hopefully maybe we can start bouncing some creatures back with Vapor Snag, and then maybe kind of pushing in some nice little incremental damage. Alright, opponent gets down the Birds of Paradise in the Harbor. That's going to leave double Tri-Builder and the Whispering Hunter. Alright, we're going to play around that one. Abrupt Decay. Let's go ahead and get the Misty down. Yeah, let's go and roll out Death Shadow. I think I like that. Let's go and crack the Misty. So we have 3 black sources in the hand. Let's go and grab a Breeding Pool off this one. Let's go and shock that in. Yeah, we're going to pay 2 life. Go down to 12. Let's go for Death Shadow. Now, if something does happen to Death Shadow, it is a 1/1. We have Vapor Snag at least. We can kind of bounce it back to our hands, and we'll be okay with that. If not, then we can save the Vapor Snag for their the Whispering Snake dude over there. Yeah, I don't know, I like it. Skip your untap step. Alright, opponent's getting down a Secure Tri-Builder. I'm going to cross that off. Now that does kind of, with Secure Tri-Builder and then Death Shadow not having Trample, what they're going to be able to do is declare it as a blocker and then kind of cancel out the Death Shadow's attack ability. So at least we're going to start pushing in on stuff like this. Let's see, draw into Catacombs. Let's go and get the Catacombs down. Let's go and push in on the Tri-Builder. See if they declare it a blocker. If not, we'll be able to crack and get in a few little extra damage. But more likely, okay. Let's go and crack the Catacombs. No blocks on this one. Let's go and shock in the Overgrown Tomb. Yeah, we're going to pay 2 on this one. Make it a nice little 4/4. Puts him down to 16. Than anything else. Now we're going to go and pass the turn. So we are online for Abrupt Decay, and we're also online for Vapor Snag. So we'll see if they're going to go for it. If they do get the Whispering one down, we'll at least be able to kind of bounce it back to the hand, buy us a little bit more time. That way we don't have to worry about, yeah, whenever it deals combat damage, the player skips their next untap step. So we don't have to worry about getting Snake beat down on this one. Alright, got the Tri-Builders coming into the red zone for 2. Love it. Beautiful. Puts us down to 7, makes Death Shadow a nice little 6/6. And it looks like we will see the, Grapple the Pass coming across. Okay. I always love it when you give the mana dorks an opportunity to just start going into the red zone. So I know the Tri-Builders probably appreciate that. Wasteland Viper, Death Touch. Okay. Do we want to go for Abrupt Decay on that one? Because we still have Grapple the Pass, reveal the top 3, then you return a card from your graveyard to your hand. Let's see what they returned to Wasteland Viper. Okay, that's what they returned. What is the best way out of this? So if we go Abrupt Decay on Wasteland Viper, we'll be able to take care of that, and then we'll see like the Birds of Paradise block, and that puts them on Tri-Builder, and we'll still have Vapor Snag for the Whispering one. I think I like that. We'll go Abrupt Decay on the Wasteland Viper. Now still leaves up Vapor Snag, but at least they're going to lose a life on this one. We'll be able to push in with the Death Shadow, and then we'll see what we draw into. Draw into Thought Scour. Let's go and shock. Yeah, we'll go and shock this in. I like that. We'll go Thought Scour. Be a little aggressive on this one. See if we can't get out from underneath these blue-green snake tokens. And then, Scavenging Ooze. That might... Yeah, let's go and push in on... We could get in for 8 if we want to, bouncing the Vapor Snag on the Whispering one, but I think we want to just try and go for a little bit of tempo play. Swing over Death Shadow, see if we can't take care of the Tri-Build, take care of the Birds of Paradise. Got the block right there. Okay. And then we can still go ahead and get down Scavenging Ooze, and then still leave up Vapor Snag, and still leave up green mana. I like that. Okay, get down these Scavenging Ooze. We still have Vapor Snag online. We can exile one of our opponent's creatures out of the graveyard to make Scavenging Ooze a little bit bigger. And then hopefully if they do get down the Whispering one, we'll be able to kind of stabilize from there. You know, even if we don't get an untapped step, hopefully we can kind of keep making our land drops and exiling some creatures out of there, and kind of force them to start cracking some of those Tribe Elders for lands, or if we can start swinging with the Death Shadow. Okay, opponent's tapping from a green, blue, and this probably will be the Whispering one. Yep, it is. Whispering one on this one. Let's go and cross that off. And then Tribe Elder, pretty sure they've made the Forest draw. No, I don't think we've seen that. Birds of Paradise, and then the Court of Callings in the graveyard. Okay. So, let's see if they're going to swing in. If not, then we'll go for an exile off the Scavenging Ooze. Let's see, we'll just go ahead and exile the Birds of Paradise. I'm going to exile off this one. Make it a nice little 3/3. And they'll be able to bounce it. But, or if we want to bounce it back to the turn next turn, we can go for that. Okay. Drawn to Hooting Mandrills. And let's go ahead and, if we shock this in, we bounce it back to the hand. They're going to have to connect on combat damage. We can leave up Hooting Mandrills to kind of chump block on this one. I think I'd like that. Let's go ahead and shock the Watery Grave in. There we go. Go to a 9/9. Let's go ahead and bounce the Vapor Snag back. Yeah, let's go and bounce the Whispering one back. That's going to be 1 blue. They're going to lose 1 life, go down to 15. Let's go and push in with Death Shadow and the Scavenging Ooze. And you know, there is a little bit of a kind of pull and tug with Scavenging Ooze and Death Shadow, but with us running so many fetch lands and shock lands, you know, at this point we're just kind of going for a little bit of spot removal with Scavenging Ooze itself, actually. And, you know, we can kind of play around it with the Death Shadow. Alright, we got the Secure Tribe Elder crack. Search your library for a basic land card, put it on the battlefield. And then we'll be able to have Hooting Mandrills rolling out next turn to kind of stop the, if they want to go for the Whispering one, they can. Double crack from the Tribe Elder. Kind of diversifying our threats at this point right now. We can always just trade 1 life point to kind of give an extra counter to the Scavenging Ooze. Because really, you know, having it a 4/4, that's a nice little sizable body. Let's go ahead and go for Hooting Mandrills. It's going to be 1/2. And we'll just go ahead and represent for the counterspell, but I just completely forgot the name of it. Let's get rid of Misty, and then Catacombs. There we go. Stubborn Denial. There we go. So we can kind of represent Stubborn Denial with the Breeding Pool. Anything else? So now we're going to go and pass the turn. Yeah, I don't know why. I just kind of forgot that name for a second. So we do have a 9/9 body. We have 3/3. We can potentially exile something to kind of just trade and basically stay the same. But at this point right now, that's going to be 12, and that'll be 16 coming across, which will be exactly enough for them to go for that. So, see what we actually want to dig into. If they want to get their that Whispering one down, they can. They can go for it. Won't really got the summons. Get 2 snake tokens. Okay. And that still keeps them offline for getting that other guy down. Drawn to Vapor Snag. Okay, let's go and go for that again. Let's go and get the Vapor Snag down on the snake. That's going to be 1 blue mana. Bounce that back. Let's go and push in. They're going to lose 1 life off that one. Swinging in for 4/3, that's going to be 7. 16 coming across. Probably will see a block on Death Shadow more than likely. And then if they do get any sort of snake out there, we'll be able to exile that summons card. Okay. Anything else? Yeah, we'll just, you know, at this point we're just going to leave in the hand. We have more than enough mana if we need to delve away. I'd rather our opponent try and play around something. Then us just know exactly, we just roll out a basic. So at this point right now, if they get another snake out there, we are in line for Scavenging Ooze, exiling the summons card out of the graveyard. That way they don't keep getting those repeated snake tokens, or if they can keep casting it. But at least we'll be able to kind of exile both of those. Alright, see what they're going for. Got the Tribe Elder. Let's go and exile both of those in response. Kind of start picking away at their graveyard. Exile the other summons card. Okay, and then if they want to swing in for 3, they don't have Pendelhaven out there. We're going to be able to push in on this one and hopefully kind of maybe get in the spots where we might have lethal on this one. Okay, see what we draw into. Draw into Dismember. We actually have more than enough mana to go for it. Let's go ahead and go for Dismember. I guess at this point, it doesn't really matter how we sequence it. Let's go ahead and go for Dismember on the... I guess on the snake, they're going to force the Tribe Elder block. Yeah, let's go and force it on the Tribe Elder. Excuse me. Let's force it on the Tribe Elder. That way they're forced to crack in response so they don't kind of get a nice little fog effect. So let's go black, black. And then either way, we're going to see a chump block from the one of the snake tokens and trample. Okay. We're going to go for Dismember, sitting at a 9/9 body. That would then get a nice fog effect, and they're just going to leave 2 snake tokens. And then we still have green mana to go for the Scavenging Ooze activation to kind of clean up anything out of the graveyard. Okay, let's go and swing in. That's going to be a 9/3 and then a 4 body coming across. There we go. Start get the magic online. Trying to let us know they're going to go off in a few hours, which, okay, appreciate it. Alright, so we got the double snake token blocks. Then we got Hooting swinging in for 4. It's going to put him down to 3. And then anything else? No, we're going to go past the turn. Alright, so we at least have one more card out of the graveyard we can exile with Scavenging Ooze. Might end up going for Court of Calling or one of the Wasteland Viper if they want to bring it back with Grapple at the Past. Okay, opponent scoops it up. Play against Blue-Green Snakes, which is definitely an interesting match on this one. So, yeah. Alright, everybody, if you enjoyed it, like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.